is Michael Caro, and I'm one of the co-owners here at Nook Bakery and Coffee Bar. Together with my partner Edna, we've been at this location in Center City, Philadelphia for the last 6 years. Our philosophy here at Nook is to do everything in small batches, all of our baking and all of our coffee in small batches. We believe we can achieve more full, deep flavors with the small batch philosophy, and it's been very successful for us over the last 6 years. We were always interested in roasting, but we never thought that it was something that we could do here at this location until we learned about the S7, which actually turned out to be a great fit for us here at Nook. It roasts in small batches, has a small footprint, it's easy to install, and really easy to use. So there were several challenges that had always kept us from roasting. We always had the impression that we needed to have a separate space for a roaster. We thought the installation would be fairly complex, but it turns out with the S7 we're able to utilize the roaster right here in our location, in our cafe. It's very easy to install. There's no gas line needed. It's 100% electric, so all we needed was a 220 line and a ventilation duct to the outside. And it's a much more efficient use of our space. So with a traditional drum roaster, we thought it would take a considerable amount of time to learn, or we'd have to hire somebody that already had that experience. With the S7, we found with the automated replication features and the easy-to-use touchscreen user interface, within the first few roasts, we were already able to dial in an ideal roast profile for the coffee that we were using. Another nice feature too is that once we have that roast profile dialed in, we're able to make adjustments or tweaks later on to bring out more specific flavor nuances from a particular coffee bean. And so that's allowed us to proceed with developing roast profiles in a more scientific fashion. Rather than starting from scratch and reinventing the wheel, we're able to make enhancements on an existing profile that's already worked really well for us. And so we're continually able to improve in a very time-efficient manner. So we've been really impressed with the consistency and the accuracy of the roast profiles once we've set them and dialed them in. And the proof has been in the cup. After every roast, we'll do a tasting, cupping, and we haven't noticed any deviation or changes in the flavor profile from that which we originally set. Another challenge for us in the past has been maintaining efficient control of inventory of the roasted coffee that we have on hand. Now with the S7, we're now in control of the roast schedule. We don't have to try to conform to the roast schedule of another roaster who would be roasting the coffee for us. So when we start to run low, we're able to replenish quickly and make sure that we always have fresh coffee on hand. Another nice benefit of the S7 for us has been in roasting decaf. In the past, we really only need to use about 3 to 4 to 5 pounds of decaf a week, which might be difficult to order from a roaster. So now, when we run low on decaf, we're able to roast that up every couple days as we need it. So we'll always have fresh decaf. Another key challenge for us is market differentiation. How do we separate ourselves from competition nearby? In our location here in Center City, we have a national chain a half a block south of us and a half a block north of us. So with the S7, we're now able to craft a reputation for doing everything in-house. All of our baking, which we've always done, but now also all of our coffee roasting, which is something I think that few, if any, of our competitors can say. Another nice thing with the S7 and roasting our own coffee now is we're now able to develop a custom blend, a custom house blend. And so moving from just roasting specifically single origin coffees, we can now take those components, those single origin coffees, and create a custom blend and see how those components fit together, or maybe how they don't fit so well together. And it leads to a lot more active discussion amongst our staff as we try to continually tweak things and continually improve and innovate. So using the S7 at our cafe for the last 6 months has had a significant impact on our business. We've had a 65% reduction in cost of goods sold for coffee. Sales of coffee have actually gone up 24%, looking at fall 2015 versus fall 2016. We've also had about a 100% increase in sales of our retail bags. When you add all these numbers together, it basically has shown us that we can pay for the machine within 6 months, so ROI within 6 months. Additionally, there's the fact of rent savings. If we're not having to rent a separate space for roasting, that's potentially saving us thousands more per year. Another major benefit of the S7 has been time savings. With the auto replication feature, I trust the S7 to perform the roast exactly as I specified, and it allows me to focus on other things while the roast is going on. I can work on payroll, I can attend to customers behind the counter, And I also am saving having to hire somebody to roast. So the S7 is roasting, and I'm focusing on other aspects of my business that are just as important. So another nice feature of the S7 has been, while customers are sitting here enjoying their conversations, enjoying their baked goods, enjoying their coffee, they're smelling the aroma of the freshly roasted coffee wafting through the air, further romanticizing the experience of coming to Nook, and just overall lending a more general artisanal craftsmanship type feel to our cafe.
They're doing it right here in front of you. It isn't pre-packaged, pre-done, pre-everything, and it sets them apart from the other places in the area, especially some of the big chains and all that, because you can go to a small local shop and get something that's fresh and new and unique. That's cool, man. And that he can do it right here in the store and you can see how it works. That's a lot of fun.
So another nice benefit of using the S7 here at our cafe is it really boosts our credibility and our reputation as roasters. We're no longer just brewing and making and serving coffee. We're much more intimately involved in the process of sourcing the coffee. We're much more into asking questions behind where's the coffee coming from? What are the growing conditions like? What are the crop cycles like? What are the harvest cycles like? And it just gets us much more involved into knowing and hopefully improving the lives of everybody in the coffee supply chain, from the grower to the importer to the cafe owner to the roasters to the baristas, and overall and ultimately to the customers.